Oh my god, this is so embarrassing.
Hi guys! So, I have lived in Korea for my entire life, 30 plus few years. No exchange program, no studying abroad, no working holiday. Literally, I'm 200% Korean. And somehow I ended up working for the UN. Like, how? I currently work at one of the UN agencies in Korea. After joining, I realized that my case is actually rare. So I thought maybe someone out there would be curious about this story. I'm not sure how many people would actually watch this video, but everything is a first time, right? So first of all, my background. Very normal, I must say. I went through the standard Korean route. Elementary school, middle school, high school, and university. That was it. After graduating, I got a job at a tiny advertising agency with around 50 people. I stayed there for about 6 months and then I escaped. Then I joined a much bigger company, over 2,000 people, pretty well known in Korea. I got in through a open recruitment, 공채 in Korean, which is quite a big thing here. So companies hire in batches, once or twice a year. And then I stayed there for over 7 years. I switched teams, changed roles, like 3 times. And basically I tried everything. Sales, public relations, marketing, CS, content, you name it. So yes, I joined the UN as an experienced hire. People say it's really hard to get in with just a bachelor's degree, but if you have solid experience and you can prove it, it's possible. Like me. I can talk more about this later. Anyways, last 2 years at my previous job was insane. Not in a bad way, but in a good way. People across the company knew me, and even outside of the company, I got kinda known. I even got interview requests from local media, but I didn't do them due to the company rules, and basically I was just an anonymous. At one point, whatever I did would just blow up entire Korean online communities. And based on that, I was generating huge revenue by myself. So yes, it was a very satisfying time. But why did I leave? Because I felt like I had nothing left to learn. And more importantly, the better I performed, the more they expected. And the compensation was not matching the revenue I was making. So after one performance review with my manager, I was like, nah, yeah, I'm done. Now, here's the funny part. I didn't grow up dreaming working at the UN, like, not at all, unlike most of the people in this field. Around the time, I randomly started making a lot of international friends and I enjoyed it. I liked it. And it was fun. That's when I realized, oh wait, my English is actually pretty good. Because, you know, if you were educated in Korea or any other countries in East Asia, like Japan or China, the gap between reading, listening, and speaking, having a conversation is like huge. That's terrifying. I get it. But after traveling solo a few times, especially when I went to Ireland, I seriously fell in love. And for the first time ever, I started thinking, what if I actually lived abroad? So when I started job hunting again, I expanded my options to foreign companies, English-speaking work environments, and maybe even relocation opportunities. And then completely randomly, I found a job opening. It was like perfectly matching what I had been doing. The perks, good. The salary, decent. Location, literally like 10 minutes walking from my old office. I was like, okay, why not? Shoot, let's give it a shot. And long story short, I got in. So yeah, that was about 2 years ago, and since then, chaotic. Lots of trial and error, lots of learning. I'm still figuring things out every day, but I'm still here, working in Seoul, in a language that is not my mother tongue, which is quite challenging sometimes. So in this channel, I want to talk about my career journey, what it's like working in the UN, life in Seoul, as an office worker, travels, Korean culture, or even Korean language, because I majored in Korean language and literature. And that's because, let's be honest, Korea is kind of hyped, right? Okay, that was a joke, but seriously, there's so much misinformation about Korea online. And I'm like, I'm literally a local. You can trust me. Okay, I'm not representing all Koreans, but still. Lastly, to be perfectly honest, this is super embarrassing for me. Like, putting my face out here, talking about myself publicly, first time ever. So if no one watches this, I might get slightly emotionally damaged. But again, everything has a first time. I actually have so much more thing to share. So if you leave like or comment, I will take that as emotional support and keep going. So let me know what you're curious about and hopefully see you in the next video. Bye!